Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. Today I'm going to show you some genius ways you can use these Dollar Tree wood planks. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and now let's craft. So Dollar Tree does carry two different sizes of these wood planks. They carry ones that are more rectangle and the other ones are square. For my first project, I will be using one of the packs, and each pack has 6 of them, but I'm only using 5. The other item I will be using is a paint stick. I got these from Lowe's. 3 come in a pack for under $2. Now Dollar Tree does carry pieces of wood like this that you can use instead, but I didn't have any of the longer ones at this moment, so that's why I'm using the paint stick. Before I glue the squares on the paint stick, I am going to arrange them, and I'm using a Jenga block as a spacer. Once I have everything down, I am going to start gluing one by one. Now I'm using hot glue, but you can use wood glue or even a combination of both. And there you have it. Now you can paint it whatever color you want. I will be painting mine using the Waverly Antique Wax, and I did add a little bit of water so it can look more like a stain. Actually, that was a lot of water. After letting this dry for a couple of minutes, this is how it looks. So now I'm going to add the word home using these stickers that I had. I am going to use these as stencils. Now Dollar Tree does carry stickers that you can use, or you can even use your Cricut if you have one. I'm going to paint the letters white, and I did have to give this 2 coats because this is acrylic paint, so it's very sheer. I then let this dry for a couple of minutes, then I remove the stencil, and this is how it looks. Now I decided to distress this or sand it down just so it can like blend in together. I also sent down a little bit of the bleeding that I had. But other than that, this is how it looks. Now as you can see, there is an extra square that is going to be for a little planter that I will be adding. Now Dollar Tree does carry different things that you can use. For instance, you can use a salt and pepper little glass, or they also have these little buckets that you can use. I decided to use the bucket, and I am going to just flatten it more so one of the sides is flattened and it can glue nicely to the piece of wood. But before I glue this down, I am going to add some jute twine around it with a bow. For this next step, I'm gluing the little bucket, but it has this little handle part that you can use a little hook and hook it instead. Once I am done gluing this down, I will be adding some greenery. Now the best part about this is that you can use this all year round by switching the greenery. For my next project, I will be using the rectangle wood planks, and for this project, I'm only using 4. So to glue these together, I will be using some popsicle sticks, and I'm using these larger ones, which I'm going to cut in half and then just glue them. The next thing I will be using is Dollar Tree beads. Now Dollar Tree does carry beads that come in this long strand. I had taken this apart because I thought I was going to use it differently, but I do end up leaving it on the strand. Actually, I was putting them back on the strand. When I was done with this, I realized that this wasn't long enough, so I do end up switching it to a longer strand, and I do end up using more beads because one wasn't enough. So now I'm going to just glue the beads around the square. I did start off by adding like glue first and then adding the beads, but then I realized that once you like turn it to the side, you can see a lot of the glue. So instead I went ahead and added like dots of glue instead of. Once I'm done gluing all of them down, I am going to tie the end, removing the extra beads. Now this is where I wish I had the thinner string, because when you double knot this thicker one, you can see the string more. But that is okay, because once you paint this, it actually does blend in. I did paint mine using the Waverly Antique Wax. Once this was dried, I flipped it around and added some bigger beads that I had, which I painted the same color. I glued one on each corner for the little legs. If you haven't guessed it by now, I did make this cute little tray. Now I decided to distress this just a little bit. But that is it. Look how beautiful this turned out. For my next project, I will be making a crate using these wood planks. Now 6 come in a pack, but you only need 4. And if you're using hot glue, you do need some Jenga blocks for extra reinforcement. But if you're using wood glue, you honestly don't need the Jenga blocks. So I'm going to start by gluing these together, the longer sides first. And then for the smaller sides, I'm going to use the 4th wood plank to cut it to size. And there you have it. You have a perfect little wood crate, which honestly you can paint it whatever color you want. I decided to paint mine using the Waverly Antique Wax. To decorate it a little more, I'm adding some jute twine around it with a bow. The last thing I will be doing is just adding some greenery, and that is it. Look how cute this turned out. And that is it. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, because I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.